How's it going, guys? And welcome back to the Tring Repair channel. As always, I'm Dan, and today I've got an unusual little project for you. I've got some guests coming in the shop and a super bubble blaster. What more could you want? So stay tuned to see what it's all about. Okay, so once again, welcome. If you're my regulars, thanks for joining me. If you're new, welcome to the channel. So today's project is something I completely forgot about. It's something that I found in the cellar. So follow me, I'm going to show you what it is. Let's go, guys. Come on, gang. Follow me into the creepy, scary cellar. Don't be scared. We're all in this together. Here we go. Now, you know, this building is actually a few hundred years old. That's why we've got all this really cool architecture. Oh, it's cold down here. So, what I found in the cellar that I totally forgot we had, check it out. Really old vintage shoe stretching machines, okay? And they're a bit worse for wear, and they could do with a good restoration. So, let's get them upstairs and see if we can work some magic with them. Oh, really heavy. Too much cardio. All right, rock and roll, guys, here they are. Now, there's actually 3 of these, but I've already taken one home before I decided to make a video on these. So full disclosure, things I usually show you guys on the channel are things that I know how to do. And, you know, I'm not a metalwork or machinery restorer, so I'm just giving it a go and taking you guys along for the ride. So let's have a look at what's actually wrong. Obviously, they're covered in rubbish. This is sort of sand and rotten wood from the cellar, cobwebs, but mechanically, very rusty. There's glue all over them. And the reason there's glue on them is because they were used in a cobbler shop. I spoke to George, who was the previous owner of this place, asked him if he knew anything about them. He said, yes, they are his, and he cannot remember where he got them from. So God knows how old they are. Maybe we can try and date them as we go through the video. So I'm going to do my best to take them apart, sand down all of the metalwork, repaint it, re-oil it, and hopefully they'll look spanking once we're done. Come on, Henry. You know, as I'm doing this, I'm terrified a spider's going to come running out from inside it. This one's actually screwed on to an old wooden board, so let's get it off of there before we do anything. Come on. There she goes. Oh, it's all wet. And these are actually really rusted up. Might have bitten off more than we can chew, guys. Nonsense. Alright, guys, so to address the glue that is all over the place, we need to use some thinners. So I've got a brand new bottle of Jerk Off here. It's a stripper. Now it's really good at removing glue and paint. So let's get to it. It's going to be quite a big jerk off session, so we'd better get started. Alright, so our jerk off is starting to work, but I think I need some more abrasive, so I'm just going to get some wire wool. There we go, bit of this, see if this does any better. That's it. Right, guys, so I've just got my first guest coming in. Her name's Jeanette. She's the lady I buy all the shoe care and polishes from. She's just gone to get the coffee. I think she's a bit shy about being filmed, so I'm going to catch her when she comes in. Hello, Jeanette. Right, so Jeanette's not playing ball. She doesn't want to be in the video. I've got to whisper. So I'm going to teach her a lesson and get her with the super bubble blaster. Hey, Jeanette. Keep the change, you filthy animal. Alright gang, so I got the worst of the glue off, what I can get off here. But for the next portion of this task, I think we're going to finish off at Dad's garage. Alright guys, so here we are at Dad's garage or funhouse. Who remembers the jet truck? Here it is in the flesh. And you know, there's so much I can show you in this garage. Tool rack, Miller time, mysterious fluid containers, puffer fish, and Postman Pat. Always reminds me of Ty Lopez. Remember Ty Lopez? Be here in my garage, walk around and show you his Lamborghinis and bookshelves. All you need to do is read my book and you can have a Lamborghini too. Alright, so here's the blue one, guys, I said about earlier. So this needs to have the jerk off. But what I'm going to do with all of them is disassemble them as best as I can. So I'm just going to go around all the screws and pins I can find to punch out. And it's just going to make it easy to work on, especially the next step. So got these pins here. I've already punched them from the other side. I should be able to wiggle these out. Ah, come on. By the power of Grayskull. One. That was easy. And then it should. There we go. Detach. Right, let's see how many pieces we can get this into. Okay, rock and roll, guys. So we're going to come over here to what's called a shot blast cabinet. So I'm going to take the parts that I have, put them in this cabinet, and what it does, it's basically a gun that, I can show you, can't I? Blasts things with sand. So I'll show you now. So you put your hands in those gloves, and there's your gun and your sand. Can't show you doing it because we have to have the lid down or else sand goes everywhere. But this is just going to get rid of the last bits of crap. And, oh, excuse me, can I say that on YouTube? And then we can get on with some painting. Okay, so as you can see, it's making a nice start, but it's still going to take a while. There's even still some glue on there, so let's get back to it. So some of these parts are chrome plated, mainly this center wheel and the turning knobs. Unfortunately, a lot of the chrome has disappeared, come away. Some of it's just rusty, so I'm just going around with a wire. I'm just getting off what rust we can. Alright, cool, so out of the shot blast cabinet, and it's pretty good. This paint is absolutely rock solid, real tough, so I'm not going to get it to how I expect it, to be honest. I'm just going to go around with some fine sandpaper, get it a little bit smoother, and then we can, well, before we do any paint, we're going to give it an oil, actually. Okay guys, so we've done as much sanding as we're going to do tonight, and I'll be honest, I'm happy with this. It's smooth enough that we can put a new paint of coat on. However, we could have got it even smoother, more sanded, how we just have more time, but this is only meant to be a quick video. Now, as I'm putting it back together, of course, we've got all the metal components, and what I'm going to do is oil them so that they will, you know, get rid of all that rust and they will keep going for much longer. So, we've got our proper machine oil. So today it's not let's get sticky, it's let's get oily. Oh, oily, oily. You know, whenever I'm oiling with this oil can, it reminds me of the Tin Man in The Wizard of Oz. Bloop, 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 bloop. So once you've got oil on, you've got to wind it on. So it goes all the way down the shaft. When you're doing a job like this, guys, what really helps is if you don't put it back together upside down. All right, so the next challenge is to know what to do with these toe inserts. So these are the components that go inside the shoe and stretch it out. So the chrome plating, I say chrome, some sort of silver plating, is all flaking away. We don't really want to paint it just in case the paint would ever come off inside the customer's shoe. But I'm going to take off the chrome plate and just see what it looks like and then go from there. I mean, it's not too bad. It's come up a sort of gunmetal look, but it looks a little bit sort of spotty in places. So, I don't know, I might paint it sort of silver or gold. You know, these are only going to be for decoration. It's just for me. I'm not going to be using them. So, it doesn't really matter if I paint them, just as I said a minute ago about getting it on the inside of customers' shoes, because we're not going to be using them. So, we'll see what it looks like when we put it together. Okay, guys, so we're all put back together. We're all oiled up. And so now we can get to the fun part, painting. So we're using some good old Hammerite. I'm going to do the similar colours to what they were, but with my own little twist, because these are some of my favourite colours. Quite enjoy painting machines, so let's get to it. Yes, it's going to look nice when it's done. Now, I don't know if you guys can tell, it's getting dark outside, it's getting late, so if we pop back into the shop during this video, I'm not sure yet. I haven't finished planning out the video entirely, but it's getting late. I'm not going to get time to paint all of these tonight. You know, as I'm having quite a nice quiet time here, just zenning out painting, I had a thought, which I know is going to spark chaos in the comments section. Would you call this a machine or a tool? Think about it. Fire engine red. Yeah, buddy. Okay, guys, morning. It is morning. We're back in the shop and just stepping away from the job one more second because we've got guest number 2. So my friend Adam is coming to clean up my car just while it's sat out the back of the shop, clean it up to get it ready to sell. And I've known Adam a long time, so can't wait to see him. All right, guys, this is take 2. We just messed up take 1. Adam's here to clean up my car because I'm selling it. So what do we call it? Detailing?
We're doing, yeah, a car detail on this one, or a very, very thorough valet. Detailing is essentially thorough.
Adam's actually, you've worked on quite a few of my cars, actually.
Fair few, like since the Supra 15 years ago, guessing on.
Adam's company is Adam Jeffery Car Care. Well, I'll let you do the plug.
Adam Jeffery Car Care. I'm Adam Jeffery. It's at AJeff Car Care or www.ajeff.co.uk, and that's at AJeff Car Care across all social media outlets.
So obviously that's for you local guys. Don't expect you guys in the US to drive over with your motor, but if you're local, give Adam a try. He does fantastic work. Well, he has done on my cars. I don't know if that's just special treatment at a very fair price. So should we get out and have a look at what we're doing on mine?
Look at that work.
Hey Adam.
Yeah.
You might be good with soap, but I'm the real bubble master. There we go, looking pretty spanking it. Separate to some of the comments we had in the last video, this isn't a Mercedes. It certainly didn't cost 100 grand. What have we done today then, Adam?
On this Jaguar XFR today, it is XFR, isn't
it? It is an XFR, yep.
So yeah, today we essentially did a really thorough valet. It's our level 0.5 service, which is a full decontamination, safe wash process, 2-bucket method, snow foam, a hand polish, and then finished up with a paint protection on there.
Nice.
Pre-sale on this one.
Cool, well thank you very much, mate. All right guys, so back to the job at hand, our shoe stretchers project. So last thing are these toe inserts. Sanded them down. I'm going to see if I can polish them up. I might paint one of them just to mix up, have a bit of variety. So let's get to it. So here's the one that I got sanded down to a sort of gunmetal look. We're going to use some Peak metal polish. This stuff's really good. Let's see if we can shine it up. Ron's back, everyone. He was away for a weekend at a rave, but don't worry, he's not slacking. He's back and ready for action. So there's still some bits of rubbish on it, but it's actually come up really shiny. Awesome. This one of the other sets, it polished up okay, but not really. There's still a lot of rubbish on it. So I've just opted to paint it gold, because I think gold just looks good with anything, and it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? So, goldie, this will be the royal set. Behold the golden hand. Why do I feel like Lady Gaga? All right, so guest number 3. This is turning into the guest special, isn't it? My friend Nick, he's got a channel on cycling, so he's on his wheels. He's on the way down now. Let's go outside and meet him. Hello!
What's up, bud? How's it going?
Long time no see.
Very, very long time, mate. How's things?
Okay, so here we are, guys. This is Nick. Hi, guys. He's an old friend. He's also a fellow YouTuber. So he's got his channel, is it Nick Giles Cycling?
Yep. So Nick Giles Cycling, just trying to get out there since COVID, trying to introduce people to bikes, just get out there and ride. And there's a few tutorials in there as well. So
tours, and so I think it's, if you're interested in cycling or looking to get into cycling, that's sort of your market, isn't it?
Definitely.
Check out Nick Giles Cycling, and we go way back. How long have we known each other?
So we were trying to work out, weren't we, off camera, and we reckon it's probably got to be 12 plus years that we've probably known each other.
And there was right at the beginning, I would say like 9 years ago. Do you remember?
Okay.
I'll tell you this story. It was at your house, and you had a barbecue, and you had these rubbish little tiki torches, and I accidentally got set on fire. Do you remember? It set my shirt on fire, and me on fire, and then we went out clubbing afterwards.
Well, why wouldn't we? You know, it's the perfect excuse. But
I say, don't go to Nick Giles barbecues if you value your health.
I'm usually drunk in a corner anyway. But the irony is, I've still got them.
Oh my god.
I'll have to send you a photo.
I missed the point of what's happening. Nick's here for his channel. He needs a key cut for his house, and he's just going to shoot that. So let's get on with that quickly.
Right, so just watching Dan cut the tea, getting it ready for me now. Perfect. Right, lovely dude. Thanks, mate. I'll see you soon.
Thanks for coming. Oh, 1 second, Nicholas.
Yep.
Ah! Beer my bubble fury.
I'll see you later.
Alright, so there we go. We're done, guys, with our 3 stretchers. I mean, I like the blue, I like the red, and the green, dark green. I thought it might look like a tank or something. So, yeah, this is the one that polished up quite nicely. Gone for the gold on this shoe last. They've all had good oil, and they're in working order now. So who wants to see one working? And I'll show you a little bit about shoe stretching. Alright, so let's stretch this shoe. I'm using the red one because it's my favourite with the gold, just looks pretty neat. This is an old shoe, so what I said about the paint earlier, don't worry about that. What we need to do is take some leather stretching spray, put it on the inside and the outside. If you're doing this yourself, do the leather spray on a hidden area just to check it doesn't darken the material. So what this spray does, or the fluid, is it relaxes the fibres of the leather to allow them to relax and expand. So once we've got it saturated with spray, put it over the toe and onto this heel section, okay, and then just wind the crank so that it spreads the toe sections out, puts a bit of pressure on the shoe, and that's it. Stretching. We need to leave it for a while, usually overnight, for it to actually stretch. And of course the oh, where can you see? Here we are. The knob on the back pulls the heel section down if we want to stretch the length. There we go, leave it overnight and it will stretch. So that is it, guys, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, hit like. It tells YouTube what you like watching, helps other people see this stuff, helps me with the channel. So I hope you enjoyed hearing from some of my guests. Make sure to check out Nick's channel, Nick Giles Cycling, and Adam's Instagram page. I'll put links in the description. So I hope you enjoyed seeing these shoe stretchers. Funny, I just completely forgot they were in the cellar. It took me by surprise when I saw them. And of course, if you happen to be new to the channel, subscribe. I'm doing new videos every 2 weeks at the minute. And with that said, I am out of here. Make sure to hit the notifications bell. That way you will be notified every time I upload a new video. But for now, I'm out of here. Thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you next time.